Okay, welcome back to part two. This is a assembly or a setup video and unboxing of the Siru, I guess it's called, recliner. And gotta just pause that, mute my other TV that I'm watching this live stream on. So anyway, this is a um, leather faux leather recliner from Wayfair. And I chose this one because some friends of mine have this same recliner. They actually have two of them in their cabin, and I helped them carry these a long ways up a lot of stairs from their parking area up to their cabin, which is up in the mountains. And so they have kind of a small living room, and my living room here isn't really all that big, so I decided to go with the same one because one, I know I can sleep in it because I've slept in theirs a few times, and then I kind of helped them set them up, and so I was familiar with it. And also, it's not a real wide, it's not like a big lazy boy that's a really wide recliner. They're a little bit more narrow. If you look them up, I'll try to put in the description the dimensions, but it's like 32 or 34 inches or something. It's not very wide, so it's a little bit of a narrower recliner. It's almost like a first class airline seat or something like that. So it's not one of those giant lazy boys. But for me, that's perfect because one, I've used these recliners before, and I've sat in them, and they're comfortable. Just sitting, they do swivel around, and then when you recline back, they lay pretty flat actually. They're quite comfortable, and so all I want is something that I can sit here and watch TV and just kind of hang out. And so I only need one. I mean, I live by myself, and so occasionally, I have people over. I have a couch that I ordered. That'll be another video probably coming up. But like a kind of an L-shaped sectional couch. So that'll kind of go over there. The chair's probably going to go right about here, and then my TV's either going to go here or probably over there. So it'll be just perfect for that. So without further ado, also it comes in two colors. One is a kind of a medium brown leather. That's I would kind of compare it to about the color of peanut butter, and it looks nice. It just doesn't really go with like my other stuff. And then this one is beige, and it's definitely more of a creamy, light colored um, leather recliner. So without further ado, let's see if I can. There's the box that came from Wayfair. One thing that was kind of cool is I ordered this online. It was it was, I want to say it was about $286. I don't remember exactly. They were having a little sale. They had free shipping, and it came within about one day. So I ordered it like late at night on like a Monday or something, or Sunday or Monday. It shipped, I think it was a Sunday night. This is about a week ago. I ordered it like Sunday night. It shipped Monday and it arrived Tuesday. So it was quick shipping, just like ordering on Amazon or something. It was real quick and came right to my door. I didn't have to, haul it, go pick it up somewhere, haul it in my car, I looked at some stores. Most furniture stores charge like minimum couple $100 for delivery of anything or everything, unless you buy like five or $6,000 worth, and then they have free delivery. But I don't need that much furniture. And this also, I moved recently, and my move is a little bit of an experiment for a year or so. So I'm kind of waiting to see, make sure I like my new community and everything where I live. And so if I like my new home and everything here, then I'll stay. If not, I could end up moving in a year or so. And so in that case, I'd probably just sell this. And my community that I live in has actually like a bulletin board, the electronic bulletin board, where they communicate things out, just about neighborhood stuff. But they also have a thing on there where you can like buy, sell, trade furniture and stuff. And people put their furniture on there all the time when they're moving, and they sell, like they get rid of everything right there just within our community. Um, so that's pretty nice. And then, if I had to, I could sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace or something. But so the opportunity to sell off some stuff like this and my couch and just a few items. Most of the furniture I brought is like stuff I've had for a long time that I really like, and it's kind of my stuff that's kind of special to me. So I probably won't sell that. But this chair, if I were to move, I sold my recliner that I had before this one, which I had for a long time. It came with a couch that I still have, but not here. I put some stuff in storage, so I have some furniture that's not here. But anyway, this that's kind of the whole idea of buying this and not buying like a $800 really fancy leather lazy boy, blah blah. This I was looking at some at like Costco and stuff the other day. They have some nice big leather recliners, but they're really expensive. Like they're upwards of $1,000 for something I may only use for a year. So this, if I get a year out of this and it costs me $20, $25 a month or something, basically to have this, and then I can sell it. And let's say if I sold it I could probably sell it for what I bought it for, but I could sell it for half of that, and then it just basically didn't cost me anything to have a comfortable recliner to watch TV. So um, we'll just try to open it real careful along here. Just I'm using my childhood pocket knife here. I'm lifting up on the flap here, so I'm not gonna cut into anything inside. So there's actually a warning right here. It says important to open carefully. Returns will only be accepted in original packaging. You can return this. I think it's within 30 days, so something like that. So I'm hoping the only reason I would return it is if there's something wrong with it when I get into it here. But so they did put, nice to see, they actually put a piece of cardboard over top of the split here, so help prevent cutting into because the leather is right there. So, okay, it's my first time seeing it. I've never seen this color before or anything, but um, it almost looks gray. This the color on the box is, yeah, you can see here beige, and then yeah, so we'll just see. I think it has a round metal base, like a ring, which is good. That's what my old one had, which is nice for flooring. I've got wood floors, and so that distributes the weight and doesn't put marks, and it doesn't have 4 feet that mark up the floor. So I don't see anything resembling instructions. So this to me looks like this is the back, and I think, well, no, this could be the bottom. So these are the sides right here, and this is either the bottom, so the chair it's upside down, but also the box had arrows pointing up, so they delivered it sideways. But anyway, so what I have to do is get this out of here, and then I think for the sake of filming, I'm going to move this box over this way. Then I'll just, there. Now you'll be able to see, and then we'll lift this out. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my hands on this thing. The other option is there's a lot of big staples over here. I don't really want to rip open all those staples. I could flip the box on its side and help. It's probably the best way, because this thing, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get it out of here, so I don't want to damage anything. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So the other thing I can't figure out is this part that I'm looking at here. I think that's the back. Okay. So this piece right here, I think, is the back, which will go into the part down here, which is the seat. The actual seat is right underneath this. So I'm going to rip open this plastic, and then I can just get the back out. Hopefully. There we go. There we go. Okay. I thought I elbowed my thermostat. Don't want to turn the heat on. Okay, here we go. All right, so this right here is going to be the back. So your back and headrest are here. Okay, and then that will slide down into the other thing, I guess. I'm just going to set it aside for a moment. Yeah, the color is it's hard to tell with my lighting, but it's uh it's almost like a really light gray more than a cream or a beige, which is interesting. And my couch is going to be the same color, so which I ordered. We'll get into that when it arrives. Okay, so here's here's the chair itself. So this should go together real easy once I get it out of here. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it out of here. I don't know how heavy it is either. Let's just feel the whole box. It's a little bit heavy. Over here on the chair side, uh, there are staples kind of sticking through there. I don't love that, but I'm gonna just take a picture of that in case it's an issue down the road. Okay. I don't think it's going to be, but so I could go ahead and I could go ahead and rip that open, but I can't. Okay, so this is the chair sitting here. I'm trying to think of what's underneath it here. What I can get underneath there. It's just it's not so it's a little bit heavy. It's it's a lot awkward though. So what I want to do is, oh, well, if I well, they say they got to return the thing in its packaging. So the other way I can do this is cover up because underneath there may be a base that may not be attached. So the other way we could do this is maybe I just go ahead and tilt it on its side here. This is going to be onto the front of the chair. Ooh, that was just my water bottle, which I didn't mean to do. Okay. So, also, I don't want to destroy my house in the process. So. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you can kind of see if we can get it out of there. Yeah, I can kind of wiggle woggle it out of there, I think. Of course, there's no instructions or I looked on and I couldn't find a video on YouTube or anything on this item or on Wayfair's website or anything. So that's the only thing. Okay, just trying to see if there's something I can get my hands on here that will allow me to get this out of here. There's just kind of nothing to grip. Okay, so it looks like the base is attached and it's wrapped in foam, which is kind of cool. All right, all the way down here in the bottom, way back bottom of the box, underneath everything is an instruction sheet. You can see that. So it's very faintly printed assembly instruction. Basically, there's here's your parts. You can see that. There's your parts, A and B. A is the back, B is the base. Basically, you it doesn't even really specify, but basically you take A and stick it into you stick it into B. You insert A into B. Okay, so it's not that complicated, I guess. Okay, underneath there's the base is tied with little ribbons to, and they weren't messing around when they tied those on. Geez, they tied on these little ribbons are tied on, I think, just to hold it in place. Oh, no, is it? Yeah, okay, I see. So, all right, so let's get this plastic out of the way. And a little packet of silica. Okay, we'll get it out of the way, and then we'll just tilt it up. Then we should be able to put the back on it. Be good to go. Okay. Mainly, I don't know. Oh, sheesh. There we go. Okay, so it rocks and it swivels. Okay, so it all seems like it looks good. Smells like fresh fake leather, and it's got a little scratch down there, which is interesting because I haven't. I just removed the so it's like a decent little scratch down there. Some marks up here too. So we'll have to just assess. So you can see here, this is the back. So it looks like the back will go into these slots. These are foam covers on there. I just want to check and make sure the rest of the thing is okay before we proceed. And then over here is the controls. This is the lever, and you pull that, recline. So you can see this, yeah, in there. All right. So we'll insert A into B, usual story. And the rest of the back looks good. I don't see any major things. There's just a couple little marks on just kind of right in here. It could just be the way it was packed or something. But they're just sort of like indentations. Probably not. A little bit on the side right here too. But okay, so let's take a look at this here. So there's these guys here, and there's like a little, right here is just like a little stopper, what do we call that? So looks like these will just go. I sort of watched or participated in the assembly of one of these before, but what's funny is they don't. Okay, these don't. They just don't line up very well. It's like this. The parts on A are too wide for B. Let's see what we can do. Hmm. Huh. Doesn't quite seem right to me. Well, it does seem like it went in. I'm gonna try to take a look just under both sides underneath, make sure it looks good, and then it was a little, it didn't seem like it was very smooth, but we'll just see what it, just take a look under here, make sure everything's good. There's a little stopper. Yeah, it looks like it slid all the way in there. And then it looks like there should be like a screw that goes in there, or like a little knob or something that will hold that off. And then I think this flap piece, I think there's Velcro. So and look at the instructions one more time just to make sure the I'm not missing something. No, there's no indication that there's any kind of a screw that goes in there. There's a hole at basically the top of each thing that's slotted in there. So, but there doesn't appear to be. I'll see if I don't know if I can show you or not. But let's try. So, right under here, you can see well, I'll just point it. You can see the slots here. Try this side, see if that'll work. So, right in here. So my finger's right, and there's a hole right there. And where there's there's like a slot, and one piece went down into the other piece, but they locked in, so they look they look good, and they're both lined up correctly. I was afraid one would be they were not lining up to begin with, and then this this thing here appears like it'll go down in there, and it looks like there's a little Velcro on there that will kind of tuck underneath the bottom. I don't know if you can see that there, right in there. So looks like the Velcro will go right down in there. I like that. So does that look? Looks good. Now let's try the final piece of the whole puzzle here. Is I'll move it this way a little bit, like this. And I'll see if I can adjust the camera up a tiny bit there, like that. Okay, so main thing you want to see is I got a giant box right in front. Anyway, so the main thing is you sit in this chair, you can swivel, you can rock, you can just sit, and it's comfortable. It is actually a comfortable chair. The back pad, the padding, pillow, whatever, it's all fixed, but it's not, you can't remove it or pull it out, but this is comfy. It's poofy, and it does feel nice. And then if you want to recline, you just go like that. And you can go all the way back like that. The head piece here it's nice. And this is where I'll fall asleep every day watching TV. And then if you want to go back like that. Now, as I do recall with my friend's chair, the same thing is you kind of have to give it a little bit of a, I don't normally wear shoes, so, but you have to give it a little bit of a kick back to lock it in place, but you heard it, you hear it lock in. So yeah. Okay, this is, and it still swivels while you're reclining, so it's kind of cool. If you need to grab a beverage back here, so yes, I like it. So you kick back here and watch TV, fall asleep, whatever, read a book. It's all good. And this was quick. I mean, I was a little slow just because I was being extra careful, but so my only issue or concern is, I don't know if you can see it. Was it this side? Yeah, there's just a there's just a scratch right there. So probably when they were packaging it into that box. Everything else though, it's got nice basic stitching, nothing too crazy. Um, so, but it's a comfortable chair. It's firm. It's not like it'll get better, but it's okay with me too. I like to have a comfortable, like a solid chair to sit in, and but it's the back here is extra poofy. I don't even remember my friend's chair being feeling like this, and I sat in it when it was theirs. They had two of them that I sat in when they were brand new. So anyway, this is I guess it's Siru, Siru recliner from Wayfair, and I want to say it was about $286 or something like that. It was just under $300, and you can see I'm I'm not a real narrow person. I have kind of a wide frame, so and I've had a lazy boy before that's a little bit wider. Um, you don't really need all that width. I mean, it's not like, what are you gonna do? Sleep sideways or what? Like, so um, that was a really comfortable chair, by the way. But this is um, this is really good, and for the price, it's excellent. And then the other thing is, if you spill a Coke or coffee or something or wine or whatever on here, um, it should clean up real easy. So I don't think you have to do anything to this to improve its cleanup ability. But um, anyway, and then the hardware has got nice silver shiny hardware, which I have throughout, like over there in my kitchen. I have same kind of shiny stainless hardware on all my cabinets and everything. So I like it. I'm gonna give it two thumbs up minus the scratch. So one and a teensy bit off the second thumb. Anyway, uh, Wayfair Siru recliner, like 285-ish dollars, 290, something like that. So catch you here on the next one. There will be a next one tomorrow. We'll do the couple things tomorrow. We've got bar stools coming, and we've got the IKEA 2x4 cube thing that I was going to build. So, and then let's see what else. We got a couch coming, and doorbell. Got a video camera doorbell that's not the popular brand. It's a different setup. So we'll get that going tomorrow as well. Catch you right here on part two on the next episode. See you here.